Hello, Sam from Faribault Interiors, welcoming you to October 2023 FCTV. Proudly sponsoring it along with Faribault Interiors for almost 30 years. I had the pleasure of being here in '99. FCTV started about '97, and boy, it's been a great partnership. October is going to be a great month. Please enjoy the upcoming ads we've got on this month's edition of FCTV.
Hello everybody, I'm Dave Nichols from the Rice County Historical Society, and today I wanted to tell you about some upcoming programs that we have in November and December. We're starting to wind down the end of 2023, but that doesn't mean that things slow down for us around here. November 2nd at 6 o'clock, I will be up in Northfield at the Northfield Public Library, and we're going to be doing a program with ourselves, Buckham Library, the Northfield Historical Society, and the Northfield Public Library. And we're all going to be talking about the different historical and genealogical resources that we have and ways that you can use them and get the best access to them. So that'll be at 6 o'clock, again, up at the Northfield Public Library. It's a free program, so we encourage you to come out and check that out. We also, on November 16th, are going to have Tim Madigan speaking about a very brief 10,000 years of Irish history here in the United States and people coming over and the impact of Irish history in America and Rice County in specific. That'll be at 7 o'clock here at the Rice County Historical Society. That's free to members and $5 to non-members. And then we have 2 more Kids Day programs coming up, and I'll bring in our curator, Jenna Nelson, to help talk about those. So our first one is in November.
Yes, so November 11th from 12 to 1 p.m. we're going to be doing an event for Veterans Day, actually. So we're going to have the kids come in, and we're going to have some different cards and things that they can create themselves, and then we are going to be donating that to some of the veterans here in town. So that's the big one. And then in December, we're doing an ongoing series, so the second Saturday of every month, so December 9th from 12 to 1 p.m. we are going to be doing some ornament making, actually, and then we're going to have them string some garlands together, and we're going to have a tree out front for them to hang some of that on. Yeah.
So we'll also be having our Faribault Christmas party here for our members and for volunteers and for the general public. That'll be the second Wednesday of December. That's sort of a time for the community to come in, meet our board, learn a little bit more about us, and sort of celebrate the end of the year as we all start ramping down. And there'll also be probably a couple more programs thrown in there coming up, but we're still working on some final details for those. So keep an eye on our Facebook and on our website, and if you're ever curious, call down to the Historical Society and see what we've got going on. So keep an eye out for those. We're looking forward to keeping this going. We'll have more programs, obviously, in 2024 that we're working on, so we're really excited. We're ready to kind of take a breather for the holidays as we start ramping down, but never really slows down too much here. So thanks again. Our phone number here is 507-332-2121. We're on the east side of the fairgrounds down here in Faribault. Thanks to Rice County Historical Society, preserving the past for future generations.
Hi, I'm Kevin O'Brien, Recreation Superintendent for the City of Faribault Parks and Recreation. Here are some upcoming programs we've got for the month of October 2023. We've got Budgeting and Finances. Join us for a 3-part series on Budgeting and Finances led by Ellie Roman, Community Financial Wellness Coordinator for Hometown Credit Union, where she educates the community and empowers individuals through her work as a financial educator and coach. Sign up for all 3 classes or join just 1 or 2. Classes are October 3rd, 4th, and 5th from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Washington Recreation Center. We got Pool Mat Yoga, which restarted from its summer break. It's a new way to work out in the pool. You don't even have to get wet. We are excited to offer this new fitness class Saturday mornings from 9:45 to 10:30. Participants will be doing yoga and other static and dynamic movements while floating on an inflated mat. Classes will primarily be led by local yoga instructor Jennifer Kluzak. When Jennifer isn't available, one of our other water fitness instructors will be leading the class. This is a great way to amp up your balance. With the addition of floating, you really work those subtle stabilizer muscles. Don't worry though, you don't have to be a professional yogi. Instructors will give variations to each movement. Classes are limited to 14 participants, and registration opens the Saturday before the coming Saturday class. Participants can use their Mind and Body membership or $10 to participate. If your schedule changes or are not able to attend, cancel within a reasonable number of days. We'll be able to get you scheduled for another class in the near future. If you have questions, contact the Faribault Park and Rec staff at 507-334-2064. We also have our basic life support CPR first aid class coming up. This class teaches you how to recognize emergencies, breathing, and cardiac emergencies in adults, children, and infants. Topics include heart disease, injury prevention, minimizing shock, treating sudden illnesses, and AED training. There is about just shy of 3 hours of online learning, followed up with about a 2.5-hour in-person skills session. The link for the online material will be sent a week before the class to allow participants a week to get the online material completed. This is a 2-year certification, so you would need to renew every 2 years. Our October session of swim lesson is getting ready to start here in about a week and a half. Swim lesson sessions still have some spots available in levels 2, 3, and 4, but those spots will fill up, so please sign up here soon. And we are also looking for some new instructors. All you need to do is have a basic understanding of how to swim, being comfortable in the water, and enjoy working with kids. We're especially looking for some instructors who speak Spanish and Somali. And our last program is for those looking to fine-tune their volleyball skills before your club season begins or just want to learn more about the great game of volleyball. We have a clinic for grades 4 through 6 that meets 4 to 5:30, November 14th, 16th, 21st at the Faribault Park and Recreation Center gym. The coaches are Jill Stropman, Kyra Nelson, and other Faribault Park and Rec coaches. Thank you. For questions on these programs, please call the Community Center at 507-334-2064.
My name is Erin and I am the Programs and Engagement Coordinator here at Riverbend Nature Center. This month we have all sorts of fun things coming up. Our big event, Bats, Bones, and Bonfires, is going to take place on October 28th from 2 to 5 p.m. There's going to be so many fun things happening here at the Nature Center that day, from goodie bags to s'mores, apple cider, carameled apples. We will have a story walk, covered wagon rides, face painting, crafts, all sorts of fun things for the family. So come and join us for Bats, Bones, and Bonfires on October 28th from 2 to 5 p.m. Also this month we have our Bagels and Birds, which is on October 7th from 10 to 11 a.m. Our 2 Little Sprouts programs this month, the first is on October 9th, and that's Colors, Shapes, and Textures in Nature. We also have a Little Sprouts program on October 23rd, and that will be talking about the colorful leaves that we are starting to see here at the Nature Center. Our homeschool program this month is going to be called Birds, Beak to Tail Feathers, and that is on October 9th. Our Lunch and Learn is going to be discussing butternut canker and some of the butternut canker projects that we have going on here at the Nature Center, and that will be October 18th. And then finally, we have 2 stewardship days that will be coming out to help with removing some buckthorn. That's open to all ages and is free to come help us out. Those are October 17th and October 21st. Lots of fun things and lots of beauty to see here in nature, so we hope to see you out at the Nature Center. Thanks!
Hi, my name's Chad and I'm the pharmacy manager at the Hy-Vee here in Faribault. And today I'm just going to be kind of giving an update with all the different vaccines this time of the year. It can get very complicated with all the different vaccines and what you're due for. So the vaccines that we offer, we have the flu shot, of course, every year. Then there's a new vaccine called the RSV vaccine, and it is for a virus that can attack the lungs, and it works just like any other vaccine with kind of giving your body a little piece of it to see what it looks like so that it can attack it if you do get that infection, so it's less severe for you. Then we also did just get in the new COVID boosters. We have Pfizer and Moderna both. This time they are appointment only, and it's online at hyvee.com/COVID, and you can sign up there and pick whatever day and time works for you, and then it's quicker when you come in that way as well. You can also make an appointment for any other vaccine online as well, and that speeds up the process for you. And then while you're here, if you'd like us to, we can give any other pharmacy a call and get your prescriptions transferred over for you. We're looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Colors, styles, shapes, lots of fun items. Casabella Ceramic is one of the products that we proudly carry. It is a product we get out of Chicago, and as you can see by some of these wonderful designs, they work perfectly on some of the new modern looks in kitchens, backsplash walls in like specific rooms, bathrooms. All these would be mainly wall products. You can go ahead and do one whole feature wall with some of these. Just as an example, we've recently done a really cool looking wall with this, where the backdrop was like a pool table, ping pong, air hockey, and did the whole wall with this color so it popped in their lower level. Stop and see us at Faribault Interiors. We have several brands of ceramic tile: Paramount, Mohawk, Shaw, Florida Tile. All those products we happily work on install. We look at different grout colors. There's new channels and locking devices on how the finishes can be. Stop and see us. We'll gladly try to help you at Faribault Interiors.
Hey everyone, it's me, Ms. Denny, your favorite children's librarian. Thanks for joining me. I have a lot to tell you about what's going on at the library in October. Storytime continues in October. We have 3 different formats for Storytime. There is the 5-minute bedtime story. That's a video story of me sharing a short story every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock on the library's Facebook and YouTube page. There's Zoom Storytime on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. Send me an email if you'd like the link for the Zoom. And then we have in-person story time at the library on Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. I do want to mention that there is no story time the first week of October, but then we will have story time with the same schedule the rest of the month. We also have First Chapter Fridays. That is where you can join me on the library's YouTube page every Friday at 4 o'clock for the first chapter of one of this year's Maud Hart Lovelace nominees. Those are middle grade novels, and they are all nominated for this year's MHL Award. I'm going to read the first chapter of each one. You can find them all on our YouTube page for in the same playlist. And then once you have read the entire book of at least 3 of the nominees, you can vote for your favorite just by letting me know which one you like the best. You have until the end of March. Our book clubs will happen in October. We have 2 book clubs for youth. There's Books and Brownies for grades 2 through 5 and Pizza and Pages for grades 6 through 12. The October meeting for Books and Brownies will be on Monday, October 16 at 4:30. And the meeting for Pizza and Pages will be Monday, October 23rd at 4:30. For both of these meetings, the assignment is to read any graphic novel of your choice and come prepared to share about it. However, if you don't want to read a graphic novel, no worries. Just come and share about whatever you have read recently. I would appreciate registration for both book clubs so that I know how much pizza and how much brownies I need to have on hand. So let me know if you have a youth who would like to join one of our book clubs. Our Teen Advisory Board, or TAB, will meet on Monday, October 9 at 4:30. TAB is for youth in grades 6 through 12. And if you have someone that's interested in joining, please contact me and I will get you all the details and the membership application. We're hosting a film screening and discussion of the film, The Right to Read, about the nationwide reading crisis impacting children. This film screening will take place on Tuesday, October 10 at 5:30 in the library's Great Hall. It is a collaboration with the Rice County United Way and Faribault Public Schools. Faribault Superintendent Jamie Benty will be on hand for this discussion. We do ask that you register in advance as we'd like to provide refreshments as well. There's lots of ways to register. You can call the library. You can send us an email. There's even a link online where you can sign up if you'd like to join us on Tuesday, October 10 for this film screening. We are also excited to tell you that we'll be hosting a local artist, Kate, who will be sharing Learn to Draw art classes here at the library. There are 2 Tuesday evenings in October, the 17th and the 24th, from 6 to 7 p.m. This art class is open to anyone ages 16 and up, and no registration is required. Classes again will meet on the 17th and the 24th. From 6 to 7 p.m. And there will be future dates as well in November and December. So stay tuned if you'd like to join and learn how to draw with Kate. We are also hosting a 3D printing open house. Join Bob in the library's makerspace for a family-friendly 3D printing open house on Wednesday, October 18 from 5:30 to 7 p.m. There's no registration required. You can just drop in. And you can learn about how to use the library's 3D printers to bring your ideas to life and maybe even take home a free sample. We are also, this is a jam-packed month, we are also hosting the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources, Minnesota State Park naturalist, Andrew Wendt. He will be here on Thursday, October 19 at 6 o'clock to help us learn about owls. So you can join us for this program that is geared toward adults and families and learn all about what makes owls both mysterious and fascinating. Stitch a Bit will be meeting in October as well. That is our group where Jelaine, our director, leads. Anyone who wants to stop in and work on their own knit, crochet, or needlecraft project, you just bring your own project and enjoy the company of friends and neighbors while you work on it. So that is on Fridays, the first and the third Friday from 10 to 11:30 in the morning. This month we'll meet on October 6th and October 20. No registration necessary, just drop in and join us. Alan has the Faribault Ukulele Network, or FUN as she likes to call it, and that is a group, a jam group for serious uke players. So if you are someone who is very experienced at playing ukulele and would like to join this group, contact Alan and she will get you all the details so you can get started. Now, if you're thinking, I want to play ukulele, but I don't know how, you can also contact Alan, and she will set you up with a one-on-one appointment so she can get you started on learning how to play the ukulele. We have tons of ukulele resources here at the library, so stop in or get a hold of our resident ukebrarian, Alan McCulley. We are also hosting Sew and Sew beginner sewing classes taught by our retired library staff member, Lisa Reavers. Those started up back in September, and they're taking place weekly on Wednesday mornings at 10:30 a.m. They run through the end of November. So if you are interested in joining, you don't need to register. Just stop in and we'll host those classes in the library's makerspace as well. Come in and learn how to sew with Lisa. And save the date, the first week of November on Thursday, November 2nd, we are really excited to be hosting an author panel discussion. These are 3 Minnesota authors, and they will be here in the library's Great Hall to share about their books. So please join us for this lively discussion on Thursday, November 2nd at 6 p.m. Save the date. The Story Walk is a great thing to do on a warm fall day. You can stop in the library and get a map, but the Story Walk starts and ends here at the library, and it follows up and down Central Avenue. It's super fun. The Minnesota State Park Pass is available here at the library for checkout. We have 3 of them. You can check it out for free for 7 days. First come, first serve. Autumn would be a beautiful time to see some of our great state parks. So stop in and see if we have a pass available for you. You can also check out an adventure kit while you're here. We have tons to choose from. If you're interested in learning a new hobby, you can stop in and get a kit with magic tricks or bird watching, button making, cake decorating. We have litter cleanup. We have yard games. There's so many awesome adventure kits here at the library available on a first come, first serve basis. So stop in and check it out. And don't forget, we are fine free. That's right, no fines on any Faribault Library materials. And I want to let you know if you have any questions about anything that I've talked about here on today's segment, you can get a hold of us first and foremost by stopping in. We would love to see you anytime the library is open, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 8. Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5, or you can also find us online. You can send us an email. You can look at our website, our Facebook page, Instagram. You can give us a call. We would love to see you or hear from you. Thanks for joining me today, friends. Take good care, and I'll see you at the library. Bye-bye.
Hello Faribault, Nort Johnson here with your Chamber of Commerce and Tourism and Chamber Trust, nonprofit 501c3, and the Faribault Industrial Corporation, all calling this office home. A couple of things for you for October event perspective. The Chamber is hosting, and thank you Robin at MRG and the Gramseys helping us host this. Troy will get the information up for you. But Greg Griffiths, he's attorney for Dunlop Seeger, is going to give a webinar that we'll record on October 3rd so everybody can access it afterward on Minnesota's new sick and safe time laws. These are new waters that our members need to be able to maneuver. This is the first of many changes around employment law and things that requirements that will be going into place because of the new legislation. So this is an introduction, be able to help you manage your sick and safe time for your business. Again, that'll be live October 3rd, but we'll have it recorded for your access later on. Now, a couple things that are a little more fun in nature. The first one, we are having on Friday, October 6th, in the 200 block of Central Avenue. So that's the one that starts with signatures and ends up at El Mercado. I'm proud to say, there'll be 6 new businesses opening up in that stretch that were not in those buildings or even in business in Faribault a year ago. So we're really proud of that. We're having a little open house to help those businesses launch their efforts. And the name of the building that they're going to be in, which is the old Duseks, 3 of them, is going to be called the Launch Pad. And that's a new business incubator that proudly the Chamber of Commerce is sponsoring through our affiliation with the Small Business Development Center in Rochester. Many of these businesses come to the Chamber to receive business coaching, help them write their business plans, explore what licenses and permits may be needed for them to get their businesses going, and then they have free access to some counseling for the first year or 2 that they're open as they have questions. And we have experts in this office that help, but we also have access to the entire SBDC network in our region office in Rochester. So we're thrilled to be able to help see these businesses open up in Faribault. Nextly, the next day, it's the chili contest downtown. So that'll be October 7th, kicks off at noon. Get there early. Sometimes the chili goes fast depending how many tasters there are. And we're keeping it at $5 to get yourself a wristband to be able to enjoy the chilies downtown. We've got a half a dozen contestants already. We typically end up with 9 to 13. I'm expecting the same this year in downtown. Lastly, I'm going to talk again, as you hear me talk frequently, about some of the needs of the business community with regards to education. Happy to say that as our Cradle to Career initiative has moved steadily forward over the last year, with the grant that we were awarded from the Department of Education. The partnerships that's come together is also helping with another very important initiative around education, but also helping another critical business need, which is daycare. The long and short of it is we know through our data, and obviously intuition tells us, that children that aren't able to read by grade 3, they don't have a good time getting through school. The opportunities for success are incredibly limited if we haven't gotten them to the right reading level by 3rd grade. And so as we are moving forward now in our efforts, we're exploring opportunities to supersize daycare efforts in Faribault. Our stated goal is a facility that's 24/7. The business community in Faribault runs 24/7. We have people that start their jobs at 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning, don't get done till 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, and there are night shifts. We don't like the idea that some people's opportunity to earn is limited by their ability to access a reasonable daycare. So that's what we're shooting for, 100 kids with 24/7 daycare available, and now importantly, early education at the daycare. So we're working with a number of providers. We're working with a consultant from the Southern Minnesota Initiative Foundation, and have some plans. So wish us luck. If you'd like to make a contribution to these efforts, by the way, the Faribault Chamber Trust, 501c3, you can contribute to these with a charitable donation. And you can call myself or Cassie at the office to access that. Thanks a bunch. We'll keep working hard for you. Thank you for your support.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reinsbach coming to you from Ritchie Eye Clinic here in Faribault, Minnesota. I just wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of new exciting options we have at the clinic. The first is what's called the light adjustable lens, and that is an option that is been around for a couple of years and has really kind of just gotten more and more popular, especially once we've kind of recovered from the COVID situation. But essentially this is an option when you have cataract surgery for a lens that can actually be changed inside your eye after the surgery is done. It's the only option of lens on the market that you can do this with. All the other lenses, we do a lot of measurements and formulas to predict what is the perfect power of lens to put inside your eye. We always place a lens in after cataract surgery. The cataract is a cloudy lens, and so it has a purpose. When you remove it, you need to replace it. So normally what we do is we have formulas and measurements we take to predict what is the best power. That is a very good guess or estimate of what is accurate, and our formulas are very good. They are probably ups of 95 to 97% accurate, but they're not 100%. And a special situation would be somebody who has previously had LASIK or PRK or laser refractive surgery, because those procedures, while they get you out of glasses when you're younger, when it comes to have cataract surgery, the corneal shape has been changed, and they can slightly skew our formulas and make them a little less accurate. Fortunately, formulas have improved with time, and we're much better at predicting good lens power in those patients. But still, we're very reliant on our predictions, and again, not 100%. So what's exciting about this new light adjustable lens is that we can put our lens in the eye with our formula, our best estimate, and if we're slightly off, this lens can actually be exposed to a special wavelength of light that can actually adapt the prescription or change the lens inside the eye without having to have a second surgery. Every other lens on the market, if we were off with our calculations, you would either have to have a LASIK or PRK or laser touch-up or an enhancement, but not everybody's a candidate for that. Or you would have to have surgery again to remove that implant and replace another implant in its place. So this is exciting in that it has the ability to really fine-tune the result after the surgery is done without really needing a major surgery or second procedure. So safer in that regard. They've made even enhancements on the process because you had to initially wear some special glasses that would filter ultraviolet light, and they've now changed the lens that essentially has a protective coating, so it's much more resistant to ambient light or sunlight than it was originally. So we're less dependent on those glasses. Still a good idea to wear them after your surgery. But there's essentially kind of a wavelength of light that unlocks the lens for changes, and then another wavelength of light that kind of changes the shape and dials in the perfect prescription. So it's just becoming a better and better process. A couple key points. We do partner with this process currently with a group in the cities, so we can implant the lens here, and then it would be probably at least a few trips to the cities to have the light enhancements or fine-tuning done in that group in the cities. It is the newest lens. It's also the most time-intensive, so it is probably the most expensive lens we offer. The cost currently, in addition to your copay, would be about $3,700 per eye. The other exciting thing I forgot to mention about this lens is currently with lenses we can kind of set your focal point for distance or up close, and some people do what's called blended vision, where they have one eye for distance and one eye for up close. When you have cataracts, your eyes are cloudy, so we can't really test drive that blended vision perfectly, because the cataract's still inside your eye, your vision's still cloudy. But with this new light adjustable lens, you can test drive it. So if you want to explore having both your eyes surgically for distance, and you think, well, I don't like that I can't read my phone, or I don't like that I can't see the dashboard in the car, they can again do those light enhancements and make one eye more of an up close eye. And if you like it perfect, they can lock it in and seal that lens in its current shape or prescription for the rest of your life. Or vice versa, if you want to try some monovision and you don't like it, they can take it back out. So it's really kind of exciting in that there's that ability to change the surgery without any significant risk thereafter. I think that'll probably do it for today. I was going to talk about the Evo lens, but I think we'll just
I think that's good. We're about 6 minutes. Why don't you just wrap it up if you have any questions or anything?
Yep. So that's about all I've got for you today on the light adjustable lens. If you have any questions, if you think you might be interested in this technology, we're happy to see you or talk to you at Ritchie Eye Clinic here in Faribault.
That's going to do it for this month's edition of FCTV and Faribault Interiors for the month of October. Another one of the products we carry, a nice private label item. We're the only ones in the area that has it available. You may recognize her from some of the wonderful TV shows with HGTV, et cetera, et cetera. During the month of October, again, fall's here, some wonderful events going on with fall in the area. Halloween obviously is coming, so be safe, drive slow in the neighborhoods. Clean your neighbor's yard, rake them leaves, take care of the community the way we always expect you to. Thank you. Again, this is Sam and the staff from Faribault Interiors wishing you a wonderful fall season.